Welcome to today's show. Divine Mother and me are going to talk about, is love a game? Because we have played the love game over the last week, and 21 participants have taken part and downloaded every day their workbook and looked inside of it and did their exercises to sink deeper into divine love, aka twin flame love, and develop themselves just a little bit further in the direction of what is needed to make your twin flame union work through it. They have attended live videos with card readings for them. They have attended a social Zoom in which they could share of their experiences. They have gathered together in the game's Facebook group. This was the love game. And most of it is over, but now we have things like, well, like this Divine Mother and Me today is part of the love game in a sense. And new things are coming up that are like extra elements that are attached to it, which is, for instance, the webinar, which is again open to anyone that wants to come, not only the participants of the love game. So, yeah, that's the next one up, upcoming Wednesday. We're speaking today, it's May 17, 2025. So lovely, but it was called Love Game. And I think it's an appropriate question actually to ask. Like, more fundamentally, what are we talking about? What kind of concept is that? Is love actually a game? Or is that an insult? Let's talk about that today. As a teacher, I stand for and do the work of Divine Mother on earth, being her priestess of union. This makes it possible to provide you with a relationship in which you can safely find your true union and develop and sustain your union consciousness. Today on the show, we have, is love a game? Let me know in the chat where you are watching from and add a heart for desiring union. And maybe you want to leave a flame or the word flame in a reaction underneath this video for calling in the consciousness state of harmonious union that it is all about, through which your union with your true twin flame goes smooth, will be sustainable, will be joyful, will open the doors to your abundance, and brings everything you would hope it to be about for you. And that's not an undue statement. We need to go to that consciousness state. And that's when it'll all unfold for you in the right way. Because maybe you have some experiences and you think, yeah, I know a little bit about the twin flame, but it was not harmonious. It was not sustainable. It didn't last. And that's because you're not in the consciousness state that it requires. And that's what I can change for you. This is the time of going into the Twin Flame group course. I opened the doors, and that's why we had the love game at this moment, because we have some beautiful festivities to celebrate that I opened the door towards the year group program Twin Flame Abundance now. And you can step into it every moment, every day for the coming a couple weeks, and then the door closes. I'm looking for 9 people that want to step in this, well, healing, twin flame inner work opportunity that will make it come true for you, guaranteed. And the fact that we're doing that in a group, well, it makes it less expensive, and it also makes it so that the healing capacity is augmented. It's just exponentially growing because we're doing it together. That truly works. So let's start, and you can step into it now. The information about it, what it is, the details, how to step into it, what it costs, and the button to buy is on creativeuniverse.earth/abundance now. Or the link in the description box below, of course. Yeah, so that's good to know. That's good to know. That's why we're here doing the love game. And that is then why we now talk about, is love actually a game? So let's have a look at the cards. I did select a whole couple of card decks here, and we're gonna just be guided through this story, whatever it brings. And I will just feel compelled to get a card deck, shuffle it a little more. I pre shuffled them as well. And we're gonna talk about what comes out. Is love a game? Okay, I felt ready, and then the first thing I saw was the, what are they called? The Dragon Fae, of course. The Dragon Energies. This card came out. Gaia's Dragon. Divine Union. Well, she's pregnant of possibilities, of abundance, sitting in the lap of a huge, dark dragon. She's pregnant of the idea of divine union, which is a consciousness state where twin flames live. So this dragon fae can help us to get there and to step into that pregnant field full of abundance and possibilities. Gaia's dragon, because twin flames are already true. At the core of your heart, in the realm of truth. But that's not enough. That's why we're on the journey. That's why you have a longing. That's why you watch videos. You want to make it come true in the world between physical people because that would feel so good. And that's true. And that's why we need the dragon fae, Gaia's dragon, because it means the earth's dragon. Gaia is a name of the earth or the fertile power of the earth. We're looking for a place where we can live in the heavenly experience of twin flame union on earth, not in principle, not deep in the heart where it is already the truth, but on earth. We're looking for this place, heaven on earth. And Gaia's dragon, the earth dragon, can help us get there. What an amazing card to get. This is like the whole story all in one, and the dragon face can help us. Well, end of video. Thank you for watching. Okay, just a joke. But that's how I feel about this card. I had no idea that this was going to come out, but there we are. There we are. It's like she's so pregnant. She's so enveloped by the dragon, by the energetic presence of helpful heaven on earth energies. It's like this is the union. This is this is this is like that space of consciousness that you both, as expressions of that core consciousness of your union, live inside of. But that sort of energetic bubble, or like divinely conceived bubble, is the consciousness that you share with your twin flame. That's the union space, the union bubble. And that's almost what is like represented as a symbol here. That place where you are the union pregnant with the possibility to manifest itself in the world so that you do come together as persons of flesh and blood that meet and love each other and start a romance that feels exactly right for uniquely you and what your heart longs for, what kind of romance you would like, what kind of dinner you would like, what kind of conversations you would have, etc. So, is love a game? It's a game in the sense that when this potential births? Yeah, births. I thought I was going to say bursts, but it said births. Okay, so when it births its potential, then then the game starts. You become born, both of you as expressions, out of that bubble of divine truth that is already the core of your union in the invisible world. And the both of you are born from this union core in the flesh on the world. And that's when the game starts. It's like as if you are inside a as if you are inside a video game, an online video game. That's your experience on Earth when thought about from the core, the central union core that you share with your true twin flame. And then you come on the Earth and this video game starts. This is you stepped into the video game that is your life. And your assignment is to find the true twin flame and build a life together. And the first bit of that game, you are wandering around looking for them, right? You're meeting other people and other beings and maybe dragons or what have you. You may have fights with them or conversations with them, and they direct you to the next place. You go there and you see what happens there, and so on and so forth until you meet the true twin flame. And then you form a team together in the video game, isn't it? And you start to live this video game on Earth together. And then you start to win at every corner in every social situation in your video game. So if you look at it from the perspective of the core of your union that is pregnant with the possibility of living that heaven on earth, when you stepped into this incarnation as a baby, both of you, this video game started for you. This game started, so called. And the idea is to find each other and to succeed in building that team together and playing the rest of eternity out with an abundance mindset and loving it and gaining your points or whatever, however you want to approach it in the video game. But that doesn't mean that it's silly or stupid or not serious. It means that it's very serious. It means that it's your divine assignment that comes from that place where you're one with your twin flame, which is also the place in which you have been conceived on that deeper soul level by the divine, by source, by God. But seen from that perspective, coming on earth, looking for each other, forming a team, and helping others in the rest of your game experience and collecting points or what have you, which you can share with your fellow participants in the game on Earth, is a game. Seen from that perspective of the divine core of your union, that's just a fun game that can just take all kinds of forms that are temporary. And that's beautiful, and it's great, and it teaches lessons, and you can go to the next stage, and that's beautiful too. And but that doesn't mean that this game is not divine. It actually makes it divine, because you're coming from this place of divine union, and that makes that you experience the whole twin flame journey on earth as a divine game. So in that sense, like, saying that it is a game is not an insult. It's not that you don't take it seriously. It is actually, from the divine perspective, a great description that also gives you the freedom to have the enjoyment that you're supposed to have underway. True joy, because that's what a game implies. So let's see what Divine Mother wants to say about that by looking into her card deck. I saw this one. Our Lady of Blessing Bestowed. So it's a blessing. The fact that we can play this game is a blessing. It's not an insult. I am offering you a spiritual gift now, the gift of a heavenly blessing. This blessing may come through a person, place, or thing, or spring forth from within your heart, unfolding like a blooming rose. I ask that you trust me, because in receiving this blessing, things will change. The changes are a shedding of that which would hold you back from fully receiving my blessing. My blessing asks you to have trust and courage as I help you leap into your divine fulfillment more swiftly than you could do on your own. The Native American cards. Drum. Card 32. Constancy. The drum produces the primordial sound of creation and can induce trance states that encourage connection with spirit. Drums carry the energy of the materials they are made with and as well become an individual entity on their own right. They carry the powerful sound of thunder and energy of lightning, and hence are used to capture the creator's attention. They also mimic the heartbeat of the earth, the great spirit that connects us all. The beat may vary and evoke different energies, but all variations are part of the rhythm of life. Find your own inner rhythm and let it flow and live and change while remaining uniquely your own. Constancy, repetition, controlled emotion, vital rhythms, pressing situations. You can play your own game in your own rhythm. It's your divine game, not anyone else's. Your sense of progress in the game is applicable when you connect to the starting point of your divine game that is your twin flame journey. When you are truly in a position to see it as that, because you do connect with your divine origin, then it becomes playful, then it becomes powerful, then it becomes the rhythm of life, then it becomes the creator creates through you the life of your dreams together with your twin flame, your ultimate lover. So let that drum take you there. Let that drum get you in a form of trance so that the game will be played through you and you'll enjoy it and go to a new state of consciousness that you never thought to attain before. But it seems to belong to it and you feel good in it. And you're meant to do that. The Egyptian cards, Ankh, key with which life energy is being passed on. Use the key when you are being given it. Well, you know probably when you watch this video that I called the Central Twin Flame Inner Work Tool key. And for a reason. It opens the door towards the consciousness state with which the game is being played with ease and bound to be successful. And here it is, the key. You will experience success in the areas that you give your energy to. Visualization idea. Breathe life energy in and send it to the place that needs healing. Well, send it to the place of your union. It's the twin flame inner work that lets the game of your twin flame journey progress. You go to the next stage of the game, the next level. You collect your points and then take them with you to the next level of your video game. That is your twin flame journey. By doing the key exercise, by doing the core twin flame inner work, and by nothing else. Because maybe you feel like, oh yeah, maybe I should be a better person. Let me go into psychotherapy for a couple years. And that can be wonderful. And you can get much insight in yourself and whatnot. But it's not the twin flame inner work. So you won't progress truly on the levels of the twin flame game. However, the other way around, when you progress in the levels of the twin flame game experience, you will get insights what kind of psychological things you have just healed by stepping from the last level into the one that you're now. And that can be very helpful. And if you want to reflect on the levels of psychology that you have surpassed, indeed talk to a psychotherapist perhaps, because it can be very enlightening, educational, to look back and see, that's what happened when I went from one stage of the game to the next. Now I understand it. But it's not the leveling up in itself. Just don't expect that from it. To level up, you need to do the twin flame inner work. Not anything else, no matter what it is. Let's see. What kind of things are we doing in the love game that is the twin flame journey? Maybe it comes out here. Oh, we read books or write books. You connect with your game's goal by being connected with books. Well, books is also like a symbol of the truth. Like, how do you steer your journey through that game landscape? by truth, by realizing that even though you are in a certain level of the game that you go deeper with by doing the twin flame inner work with the key tool, supported by the 9-point energy system that Divine Mother also gave me and whatnot, and you're somewhere in that landscape of the twin flame game, somewhere in the course of meeting them and being with them and staying with them and experiencing the romance with them and sharing what you have built together with other people in the game, you're somewhere along that line. But what helps guide you? What helps navigate you? Connecting with truth, connecting with that place where you came from, connecting back to, oh, we're actually a union, and my union is created by the divine. And that's like the hole, the pregnant hole that we came from. And every time I miss guidance, I go back in my consciousness to that true place. And I know again what to do as a natural result of that. Yeah, that's what I feel with this card. So let's have a look with the angels of, what are they? The angels of angel answers. That's what it's called. Angel answers. We're improving our health along the way too. Who doesn't want that? Who doesn't need that? I did. Like psychologically, for instance, I went through a long phase of, well, narcissistic abuse in psychological terms. And that actually also is detrimental to your physical health. Resolving it came from doing the twin flame inner work, and it completely resolved. Instead of you just understand yourself better or something. And then I was able to completely heal my body. I mean, by connecting back to the truth of where you come from, the union core, designed by God, your physical experience may be like, oh, but this is only in the matrix, this is only in the game, this is only the video game, the divine game, this is only Maya, as the Indians say, the Vedic historic wisdom says. Like, the body is only Maya. But the point is, the body and the material and the Maya improves by connecting to where the game is being truly originated. By connecting to that place, the whole game gets better. You get more points, more health points, more wealth points, more money points. That sounds funny, but it's really true. My health improved so dramatically, like you can't believe. Unrecognizably. And I always wanted that for a couple of decades, I wanted to have physical results. I wanted to feel truly good, not only in your head or in principle. I wanted to give my body what it needed. And I didn't know how. I wanted to have concrete results. So yes, improving your health, your physical experience in the middle of your game will improve from understanding the game correctly and going all the time back to that source where the game originates from. So let's see if we can get some personal wisdom from the personal wisdom cards. Because I guess we're going to just become wiser on this game leveling up stuff, isn't it? Am I going to keep it at the old, well-known stuff, or am I being open to go beyond the boundaries of the known? Hmm. I think for everyone, the the game experience, the love game experience of the twin flame journey is actually inviting you, no matter what takes place in your video game, so to speak. It always invites you to go beyond what you knew in some sort of way that is significant for you, to step beyond it, so that your consciousness develops to the high vibrational space that it really is supposed to, for twin flame success and for sustainable divine romance. So yeah, and that's individual. What for you might be like the challenge in the game experience that brings you to the twin flame vibration, that's individual. For one person, that might be the fact that their twin flame is on the other end of the world, and that's their challenge. They need that challenge to be able to overcome that, so that they can get to the consciousness state that makes it all sustainable. There is, maybe you could say, a form of a test, but what video game doesn't have a form of a test, right? You need to solve this riddle. Or what mythological storyline doesn't have a riddle to solve, or a mission to accomplish, or a challenge to overcome? You need to fight this tribe of neighboring people, horse riding people or something, that's the challenge in your mythological storyline or something. And that is for your betterment. It's really the hero's journey in that sense. It is for the breakthrough in your consciousness development that sustainable, harmonious twin flame union needs. You need that challenge, whether it is my twin flame walked away, he doesn't want to talk to me anymore, they live on the other side of the world, they have another religion than mine, they already have a family, they already have children, they're married someone else. So what do we do now? Whatever it is in your particular story, this challenge is in your game experience, because it is exactly the one that you need, so that your consciousness becomes that high vibration in which your twin flame experience thrives. So never be discouraged about your particular challenge. It's here for a reason, and a very good reason too. When we talk about your true twin flame, it is connected to the true source of all. It's connected to the true God. There's only one true God. There's only one true twin flame. It is exactly designed for you to align with that to perfection. And when it is the true thing we're talking about here, it will work. It is for your betterment. It is for the best. It is for you to attain that high vibration, which means that you will be very happy. No matter how seemingly difficult it temporarily sounds to you or looks to you. Interesting, right? That's like the leveling up. You need to go to the next level in your twin flame video game. There's no other road. The challenge is here because it is your road. The challenge is here because you want to succeed. That's what you need to level up your consciousness. So welcome it in, whatever the challenge is, and know that you can and will overcome it with the right tools and the right twin flame inner work. And then you level up finally to the final stage, right? That doesn't end. The consciousness state of harmonious twin flame union and beyond. All right, let's get a spiritual card. Spiritual wisdom. Your longing for self knowledge is more powerful than your fear. Well, I think we couldn't have gotten a more helpful card. Because however deep you might believe that this challenge is not able to be overcome, and however deep you may feel that this is too difficult to do, it just means that you're fearful and you still want to keep it at fear. But lucky for you, the longing for self knowledge is, per definition, more powerful than that fear. So when you keep on digging away at your fear with twin flame inner work, it is your longing to self knowledge that will get you there, because it is bigger than your fear. Yeah, that's beautiful. That's just amazing. So let's see what kind of qualities that will reveal. I think that I see it. I see two of them. Oh, well, change will happen. Things will turn upside down. What once was like this will now be like this. That's going to be the result. When the ego finally sees the utter madness of trying to control everything, you come to a sacred crossroads in your own evolution. Things change. When you finally accept the nature of reality as a twin flame game, when you finally accept that it is only to be steered from the divine core in your heart, where it all began together in the union space with your true twin flame, where you were designed by God. When you finally accept that and surrender your ego as a result of that, you stop trying to control the video game. You come to a sacred crossroads in your own evolution, and everything will fall into place. And the other card was awakening. Oh my Lord, wake me from life as a spiritual sheep. May I hear you through my own instincts and common sense. This is the true awakening moment for you. And not the fake awakening moment that people say, oh, I now understand that the world has been um, led by a secret government that wants us to be used. And now I see through it until that level. I awakened. Well, you certainly see more than you might have seen before. But you're just only seeing the outer world's shadow as well. A little bit. Well, that's certainly like an augmentation of what you perceive. I understand what you mean, but you're still only busy with the outside world. That's not an awakening. Awakening means an inner something that comes in that changes your perception of light and dark in a third option that completely revolutionizes both. That's awakening. Something else than many people think. And it has everything to do with what we just talked about. The twin flame game is necessary to make this come true for you eventually. The game of black and white playing together is necessary for you to awaken from it. It's the only way it can truly be done. And the true awakening means that you wake up in the union experience of heaven on earth. Because that is the true experience of the fullness of what you truly are. You are a twin flame, created by the divine. Only experiencing a game so that the awakening can take place and will transform your life into a heaven on earth experience. Ave Maria, gratia plena Dominus tecum, benedicta tu in mulieribus et benedictus fructus ventris tu, Iesus. Sancta Maria, Mater Dei, ora pro nobis peccatoribus, nunc et in hora mortis nostrae. Amen. Salve Regina, Mater misericordiae, vita dulcedo et spes nostra salve. A te clamamus, exulus filii Eve, a te suspiramus, sementes et flentes in hac lacrimarum vale. Ea ergo advocata nostra, illos tuos misericordes oculos et nos converte, et Iesum benedictum fructum ventris tui nobis post hoc exilium ostende. O clemens, o pia, o dulcis Virgo Maria, ora pro nobis sancta Dei genetrix, udini efficiamur promissionibus Christi. Orimus. Omnipotens sempiterne Deus, qui gloriose virginis matris Mariae corpus et animam, udinium filii tui habitaculum effici mireretur, Spiritus Sancto cooperante, preparasti da ut cuius commemoratione letamur, eius pia intercessione ab instantibus malis et a morte perpetua liberemur. Per eiundem Christum Dominum nostrum. Amen. Your next step. Don't forget to actually start the process and jump on the team. Actively come to our community, start doing the correct inner work, and ask the support you deserve through our services so that we can start the relationship that will lead you to harmonious union and beyond. When you're not in a relationship, you're not on the team, and you can't expect the results I'm speaking of. Currently, you are cordially invited to step into the group year course experience. This is the Twin Flame Mystery School that you have been waiting for. Twin Flame Abundance Now has opened its doors. Start giving so that you can receive. The door closes as soon as I have my 9 people that will be successful in their journey. But first, we have festivities that you can participate in for the occasion of the doors being opened. And see also the website to learn more about this group year course, creativeuniverse.earth/abundance now, or go to the description of this video and click the link. The show notes. You can, however, support this ongoing live Twin Flame news as such. Make it possible as co-creator. Without your participation and financial gifts, I cannot do anything because we need to have an energetic and verbal, visual exchange for things to make sense and to know what I need to talk about for you. And also, we are on Earth. And that necessarily always works with money as a means to make sacred content actually physically flow. Therefore, I post the show notes in Patreon. Come over and enjoy. have influence on the broadcasts. Don't miss out on the behind the scenes experience. Patreon.com/PEJ at Creative Universe or go to the description box and click the link. This month, the Patreon subscriber action is the Divine Love reading for the old price of €99 instead of the current price of €177. When you like this video, maybe you want to share it with a friend and link it and like it, I mean, and become a member of my channel too. I am Petra, in the consciousness state of Harmonious Twin Flame Union since March 2020. Worked with the new Christ Masters on Earth right now to roll this consciousness state out so everyone can enjoy the abundant life with your true twin flame soon enough after going in with me right here. Don't search any further. You reached what you were looking for. Om. Amen.